She was drunk, angry, hurt, and behind the wheel. Moments earlier, they were arguing at a house party. Then she chased him with her SUV, and when it was over, her boyfriend lay dead in the street. This isn't a Hollywood thriller. It happened, and her name was Regina Williams. Kansas City, Missouri, October 30th, 2004, Halloween weekend. Regina Williams, 37, and her boyfriend, 32-year-old Maurice Landis, were at a friend's party. On the surface, they seemed like a normal couple, but behind closed doors, things had been spiraling for months. Regina claimed she had suffered abuse. Neighbors, however, often overheard both of them yelling. Friends said the two had a volatile bond, passionate but poisonous. That night, something snapped. Witnesses say Maurice stormed out of the party. Regina followed, but not on foot. She got into her GMC Jimmy SUV and drove after him. Just after 11 p.m., witnesses saw a horrifying sight on a quiet residential street. Maurice Landis was running, and Regina's SUV barreled down the road behind him. The sound of screaming, then a sickening thud. Regina's SUV struck Maurice, knocking him down in the middle of the road, but the nightmare wasn't over. Another car, unrelated, was coming the opposite way. The driver had no time to react. Maurice was hit a second time, and that was the blow that killed him. Regina didn't call 911. She kept driving. Police quickly pieced together what happened. Witnesses identified Regina as the driver of the first vehicle. She was arrested hours later. Her blood alcohol level was 0.125%, well above the legal limit. In interviews, she admitted she had been drinking. She said Maurice had abused her in the past, and that night, she had lost control. But prosecutors weren't buying self-defense. The facts were clear. She got in a car. She accelerated toward him. She never stopped to help him. What may have started as emotional trauma ended as second-degree murder. In 2006, Regina Williams pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and first-degree assault. She accepted a plea deal to avoid trial. In her confession, she admitted that the rage had built up for months. She claimed she didn't intend to kill Maurice, only to scare him. But in Missouri law, intent isn't always required for murder, especially when your weapon is a 2-ton vehicle. She was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Some call it justice. Others saw a woman driven to madness by abuse and alcohol. But here's what the court couldn't answer. Was this an accident caused by trauma or a conscious act of vengeance? Did Regina snap that night, or was it the end of a long, deliberate spiral? One thing is certain. Maurice Landis didn't survive the night. Regina Williams didn't survive the fallout. 2 lives forever broken. All from one final decision made in the heat of the moment. What would drive you to that edge? If you found this story chilling, subscribe to Masked Horror for more true crime stories that expose the moment where the ordinary turns deadly. And remember, the scariest monsters are often the ones we let into our lives. This is Mr. H. You're listening to Masked Horror.